Hey, I'm Annette Spurr, co-founder of Empora, a CRM that's helping business and not-for-profits just like yours to have the same kind of empowerment and automation that the big players have in the marketplace. And this is my story.
Welcome to the Fair Business Australia podcast. Future-proof your business, impact your community. I'm your host, Rebecca Lloyd.
Welcome, Fair Business Australians, to another episode of the Fair Business Australia podcast. How do you run your business 24/7 without running yourself into the ground? If you don't already have a CRM, a customer relationship management system, 2024 is absolutely the year to change that. And I do highly recommend that you do that in Q1 or Q3, depending on how you do your Qs. Joining me today is Annette Spurr. Annette is a personal friend. Annette is also a business partner, was a business partner before she became a friend. And Annette has an amazing CRM that we're going to be introducing to you today so that you can learn all about CRMs, what they are, what they do, what you need to know, and why you need to be on one right now. Annette, welcome to the podcast. Thank you so much. I know you're a very busy lady, so thank you for gifting us your time today. So tell us a little bit about CRMs. Let's start with pain points. I love pain points. What do CRMs help business owners to overcome, particularly right now in the Great Resignation? We are seeing admin staff, marketing staff, all different types of staff not coping after COVID. Annette is furiously nodding because she gets all these stories all the time. How can CRMs help business owners in a post-COVID, very different landscape?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks so much for having me. And we are a small family business, Australian owned and operated business. I co-founded with my husband nearly 20 years ago, and in media and that kind of thing. And obviously the landscape has changed enormously over that time. And to survive in business, I always say pivot. You have to be ready. You have to be malleable. You have to be ready to move where the market is and what the next big wave is. Otherwise, your business will cease to exist in the market today. And so over the years, we've seen the transition from everyone had to be in the yellow pages. Everyone was TV, radio, print. That was it. And then we saw the transition. Our clients started asking us, hey, we want digital advertising. How do we get into that? And so we had to pivot and become experts in that area. And then we noticed over the last few years, post-COVID, everyone started asking us to recommend a good CRM that would meet their needs because, market automation, managing your customer journey, all those kinds of things. Now businesses are realizing that they need to move they need to move into that space in order to grow and flourish. And so a CRM is more than just a customer database, which, you could have an Excel spreadsheet for that. But then to be able to use that data, and what we now know is that first-party data is worth more than gold. Your database is worth more than gold. And Google will tell you that. It's in their own documentation. And we've seen the privacy laws around the world just tighten and tighten and tighten. We've seen with Facebook advertising, the ability to strategically target specific groups removed. It cost them billions of dollars to do that. But they've taken that strategic targeting away from businesses, and Google implementing all their privacy data restrictions, and particularly with retargeting and all those kinds of things, we're seeing that has created issues for advertisers as well. So onboarding your own database and then marketing directly to them is the way forward. And so we then started investigating the CRMs in the marketplace to find one that was actually affordable for those small to medium-sized businesses and not-for-profits in Australia. And we found that most of them are just cost prohibitive with what they offer. You have to be a big player in the market in order to be able to get the power that you need to get the full potential out of your CRM. And so we actually then decided let's just create our own. Let's find something that's going to be powered to provide what small businesses and NFPs need to be able to have the same power as those big players without the massive budgets. And so that's how Empora came into the marketplace. And it's a product that I 100% stand behind. We use it ourselves, and we've seen what it can do. And we recommend that now to all our clients. We have a number of clients across a range of industries, from not-for-profits to small businesses, gyms, chiropractors, anything that you can imagine. We can tailor a solution within Empora to meet that need.
Wow, first-party data, folks, privacy laws, all those different things that we're all railing against as consumers, but really, really, really are struggling with as business owners. Having your own database, as they say, your network is your net worth. And the CRM Empora that Annette has absolutely solves that issue at a fundamental level. But let's talk about some of the other issues that the CRM actually helps to overcome. As I said before, we've got staffing issues. We've got how do you run your business 24/7 without having to be awake 24/7? As business owners, many of us are family people, or we at least have hobbies, and we want to be able to spend time doing fun things. How do we get away from running our businesses all the time? What can the CRM do for that?
Yeah, well, Empora is all about that automation of your customer journey, from their first inquiry, from a chat widget on your website, or filling out a form on your website that goes directly into your database, to then automating the conversations that you have with them, whether they're responding to an event invitation or an appointment booking confirmation, or just a general inquiry through a chat widget. That all goes directly into Empora, and then you can automate that customer journey. They can receive automated text messages, email messages, information and links before you've even spoken to them. We've seen cases where an entire journey from inquiry through to purchasing a product has happened entirely automatedly. And so our client themselves didn't even need to engage in conversation before the customer made the purchase of a product or service. And that's what we want to do for small businesses, giving them the power to be able to do those things that big businesses just have the funds to do without having to spend those big dollars. So Empora actually includes the email marketing capability, so you don't have to shoehorn a third-party product into your CRM and draw data from a third-party product, as well as membership areas. You can actually build your website within Empora, which does away with the need for website hosting, and then you can embed those forms that you've created in Empora into your website directly, as well as course creation. A lot of our clients love the ability to create either short or long courses and generate certificates as part of that. So really getting into that LMS, learning management system space, without having to buy a third-party product on top of their CRM.
So good. Now, folks, Empora is actually the platform that Fair Business Australia is built on. We have our Facebook Messenger that comes in. We have Instagram that comes in. We have the ability to do Google reviews. It integrates well with a Google ad campaign. You can see your dashboard analytics. We have text and email sequencing, drip campaigns, as Annette just said, everything in the one place, so that as we're growing with Fair Business Australia, because we were just a volunteer-based business for a while there, running off the smell of an oily rag, didn't have to pay the big bucks for a full-time receptionist, for a full-time marketing team, for a full-time web hosting, all those different things. So we are personally using Empora, and I absolutely 100% recommend it. So one thing that you didn't say just yet, Annette, I only just discovered this myself, is that yes, Empora is brilliant for service-based businesses. You can, direct people through to that point of sale where you have that sales conversation with them and close them into a sale. But it actually now is working for e-com as well. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So e-commerce is built into Empora. So you can build an entire e-com solution within Empora. So your e-commerce website, then the whole product purchase journey, automated emails that go out once the purchase is made, follow-up, request Google reviews, which are absolutely golden for your organic SEO, and then reminding them, hey, when it's time to renew a subscription or a product, sending out those emails without even needing to think about it.
So good. And why would we go with Empora, which is an Australian-owned, small business-owned site, as opposed to a global site that, a HubSpot or one of those things? Why would you choose Empora?
First of all, you're paying in Australian dollars and you can claim your GST back, which our clients love. We do offer the 24/7 live chat support. And as a backup, we are here for those really specialised, when there's a really a parochial kind of requirement for a client that needs someone that understands the Australian marketplace, the Australian NFP marketplace, your specific needs and requirements, who's on your team, on your side, supporting you, not just an automated bot response, but actual humans who understand your business. Our clients love that.
So good. Now, let's talk a little bit more about the 24/7 chat support. That is people that are all around the world. I've spoken with them personally on a number of different occasions where I've needed that 24/7 support. I'm up late at night and Annette is obviously, she's a mum and she's gone to bed at a reasonable hour. There's still someone there that can help me. But you spoke about that we can have the opportunity to come through to yourself and your husband, and that's great. But what you may not know, folks, is that Annette is actually a veteran in the digital marketing space of over 20 years. It's actually Annette's Google services that we provide for our clients. If you need an ad campaign, Annette is the digital agency that we subcontract through because she's the best in the business as far as I'm concerned. So give me some anecdotal evidence, some real life examples of the not-for-profits that you're helping. You were saying that there is a not-for-profit that's just signing up with Empora, saying that it was just too good to be true. Talk about that for a moment.
Yeah. When I presented Empora, because I've been looking for a CRM and couldn't afford the options out there, obviously, because they are an NFP relying on donors. And so they were so excited to see my presentation of what Empora could do for them. And they said, if we hadn't known you for 20 years and you've worked with us for 20 years and fought battles with us for 20 years, we would have just said, this is too good to be true. We can't believe that this is possible. And it's so wonderful to be able to offer that, especially to those NFPs that we've been working with for a number of years, who are now realizing, yes, we've got these big databases, but we don't know how to utilize that to full capacity. And so we're able to provide that solution for them in a package that's really affordable, and that 24/7 support that a lot of the others don't offer, and particularly working with platforms that I've worked with for them, which was one of the reasons why I realised the frustrations, where you would send off an email to someone overseas and then wait for them to reply, which was sometimes 24, 48 hours, and they didn't really understand the specific needs of my clients. And so to be able to now come on board as someone that's worked with them closely for all these years and be able to stand by a product that I know is going to really truly help them to grow their NFP. And another organisation that we worked with, they actually had a third party that was getting database inquiries for them. They actually owned this third party owned the database. So whenever they wanted to send out an email, they had to pay this third party to do it for them. And so they realized the value of having their own data. That, as I said, it is now worth more than gold. Your database, hold on to it, nurture it, and use it to its full potential, because they are going to be your greatest advocates.
So good. So again, folks, email marketing, text marketing, automated. You can build websites in it. You can build funnels in it. You can have as many different forms as you need to be able to segment people. You can tag people so they've gone after this product or this service or that service. You can run Google ads through it. It shows you all your dashboard analytics. It will show you a snapshot of where your company is with cash flow. Where are people up to in the sales pipeline? They're just inquiring, they're warm, they've filled in this form. Whatever that looks like, this platform can do. Now, you've built this platform, but this is a very robust. Tell us about how robust this is. It's not just some dinky backyard thing that you and your husband cobbled together over a few months. Talk to that a little bit more.
That's right. So there's a powerhouse behind it. that's been built and nurtured, and there's constantly new features being added as well. And so that it comes with the full privacy integration, the security certificate that you need, all those really important things are built in. This hasn't just been cobbled together, as you say. This has come from years of data and information and development to create a real long-lasting solution.
And I love that, because if I'm too impatient and I don't want to ask the 24/7 help desk, and if it's 11 o'clock at night, I can actually jump onto YouTube, because there are so many people that are using this same platform that I'm always going to find a solution that I need right then and there to be able to do what I need to do with this platform. So have you got any more stories? I mean, I know you've got lots of stories. Can you narrow it down to a few stories as to how you've specifically helped business owners? Let's talk about the clinic that you brought on a little while ago that I can't remember the ins and outs, but you know the story I'm talking about.
Yeah. And so they wanted to create a funnel for some specific, to attract a specific audience that they wanted to reach, that they could then create a Google Ads campaign driving people to that specific funnel. We were then able to create a conditional logic form for them. So they wanted to target people. If you answered yes to this question, then you go straight to question 3. If you answer no to this question, then you receive a, hey, you're not eligible this time. Thanks for your inquiry. Do you want to stay on our database for the next opportunity? So whether they were eligible for this particular event or not, they were still being built into the database. They've now grown out their database. They have, and that's the beauty of it too. When they fill out a specific form, you can tag them for the specific campaign that they've responded to, and you can send out an email campaign to only people who have signed up for a specific event or a specific topic, so that their inbox isn't being filled with junk. And we know that the Googles and Outlooks have constricted the emails that they're allowing in. That's been a major, since February 1, a major issue for people who are trying to send out information to their database, but hitting people that aren't really interested in a specific product or service that they're emailing about, and losing them altogether. And so this provides the solution for that.
So good. So what does this platform actually replace for people who are cobbling together third party? They're using MailChimp, but it's really not cutting it anymore. It's clunky. It's not what you need. They've got a third party text. They've got a this, that, the other. What does this actually replace in the one centralized hub?
Yeah. So think about all the platforms and programs that you're paying monthly subscriptions for now, and think about, once they're all together in one place, what that will save you overall. So we're talking about your email marketing platform. We're talking about online courses. We're talking about your website hosting. We're talking about your funnels, your pipeline tracking. We're talking about your forms, your chat bot, your chat widget. Are you paying a third party to host that for you? All of those things come on board into one place, connected directly into your database.
So good. So are we allowed to throw around some numbers now as to what they could be spending per month? And then I'll tell you the price. Tell them the price, Stan. I'll tell you the price later on, not just yet. So yeah. What could we be expecting to pay with a whole bunch of third-party providers equivalent to what they would be getting through Empora?
Yeah, well, they could be spending hundreds of dollars each month, even over $1,000 if you're currently paying for a CRM with limited capability, plus your email conversations, your SMS, your email database, your email service provider, all those things in one place. You could be, at the moment, if you did the maths on it, you could be spending hundreds of dollars.
Hundreds of dollars. It's more than that. Annette's conservative. I'm not conservative, folks. This is going to save you probably around $1,000 to $1,500 a month with all the bells and whistles. Yeah. I'm going to just say it because it is. It is. It also does socials scheduling as well. So you can schedule your socials right from the same platform as well.
I forgot
right?
to mention that. That's one of my favourite things, because a lot of not-for-profits and businesses that we're working with are paying for a third-party platform like a Hootsuite to schedule their socials. And Empora does all that for you. Your posts, your reels, stories can be scheduled within Empora, and then you can go through the approval process before they're published onto your platforms.
So good. So give me one more testimonial, Annette, and then we'll move through to tell them the price, Stan, and they'll find out what they're going to get.
One example is a podiatrist who's come on board and loves, and I forgot to mention this earlier too, the appointment booking capabilities of Empora. So you can actually sync your Google Calendar or your Outlook calendar into Empora. And so people from your website, you can have a landing page with your calendar with availability on it. So that, does away with the need for booking services like Calendly, and it integrates directly into Empora. So she's able to actually use this platform for her clients to book their appointments, and then it will automate sending them the reminder SMS the morning of or the day before the appointment, and then follow-up email with further information that they might need. That whole process is automated for her, and it just feeds all that information directly into Empora for us. So she can see at a glance, this is the appointments I have coming up today. Because it's syncing directly with her Google Calendar, if she makes appointments externally, it will then sync directly into Empora, so she's not double booking.
So good. I love that you just said that, because that's just pinged my memory. We didn't talk about workflows. So folks, you've got a business and you don't have a full-time admin staff, or you've got a startup and you don't have any staff. The workflows will actually tell you what needs to be done and when you've set them up. Let's talk a bit more about workflows.
Yeah, so you can, when a new lead comes in, you can automatically assign it to a specific user within your account. Forgot to mention too, unlimited users and unlimited contacts, which is a massive game changer for a lot of our clients who have been limited on their current CRM. And so you can send a notification to a particular staff member when a specific lead comes in, specific lead type, and then it will automatically send a follow-up email. If that lead hasn't responded to a particular text, it can send out a reminder, or if they have responded, then they get a different message following that. So it really simplifies the process, and your team are aware of who's coming in, who's still to be followed up, what action's been taken. You can make notes within their file. You can upload documents to a client's file. So if there's been contracts signed, you can upload a PDF of the contract. There's unlimited media hosting. So if you want to have a course that you're signing people up to, you can have your videos exclusively available to paying clients who are doing those courses that can't be, found online by anyone who hasn't paid. And so it automates all that process for you as well. It can track where people are up to within the course. So when you're doing follow-ups with them, exactly what they're doing and where they're up to and what their questions might be.
Yes, I love it. We have a couple of tradie clients that we've set up websites for and funnels for, and it's got workflows right the way through to, hey, Mr. Tradie, did you remember to call your lead from 3 months ago that wasn't quite ready to make a decision yet? Which tradie is going to remember to do that? But the CRM actually tells you what you've told it to tell you at the appropriate time, every single time, all automated, all without sick days, all without, I can't come in because my dog just died, which is very sad, but the business must keep running. I absolutely love this as a solution for growing businesses and for businesses who want to streamline their processes. So how do people go about joining up to Empora, and what can they expect for their first 2 weeks of joining up?
Sure. So we'll provide a link available to your listeners that's exclusive, that once you sign up, we'll provide 2 weeks free. So that will give you time to transfer your existing database, get some workflow set up, maybe get your website underway or a funnel, whatever that might be. And it includes a series of onboarding videos. So I think some people, they think, oh, I need a CRM, but it's just so overwhelming. We have actually set up some step-by-step instruction videos on how to set up your account to get the most out of it. And then once you've watched those, you'll actually get an exclusive one-on-one Zoom call with myself to walk you through the platform to make sure we've got your socials connected in, your Stripe or your PayPal connected in, so you can start receiving payments straight away. And make sure that you're familiar with how to operate each area of Empora that's going to be specifically relevant to your business or NFP.
So good. And those onboarding videos, folks, are actually Annette. She went through and recorded them all herself. So you're going to have a very relaxing, nice, kind person. Just do this, now do this, now do this. There's a very stress-free process. And for those of you who would like to take opportunity to join Empora, get your GST back, be able to claim that, which is fantastic. Get off of all your third-party platforms that you don't have help desk support for. You don't have it backed by someone who actually has 20 years experience in the digital marketing space and can do your ad campaigns on top of that, may I just say. Everything put in one place, and we'll also give you a free strategy session so that we can unpack your business if you do need assistance with that. Who's your ideal client? Where are you going in 2024? What different AI tools will plug in really, really well with your digital marketing services that you're doing right now with email and text and socials and all that different stuff. So this is, well, I mean, Annette's conservative, so we won't bother asking her. This is about $2,000 worth of value, straight up there, that you would get for the first 2 weeks to come across and try out Empora. And I'm very confident that once you come across, you won't leave, because it's a fantastic site backed by a fantastic Australian-owned business. So is there anything else, Annette, that we should be sharing with the clients right now that they might not have known about yet? Oh, it does invoicing too as well. Yes, I'm glad you asked. It does do invoicing. It's like every single time I think we're at the end of the list, I remember something else that it does. Yeah. Oh, wait, there's more.
If there's something that you need specifically for your business, just ask us, because chances are it's already doing it, or it's in the beta testing phase and on its way in. So there's constantly more updates coming and streamlining, and it just gets better and better. And if you think, I need a website built into there, I don't know where to start, well, Rebecca is amazing with helping with all that as well. So it's not like you just, right, there's your database, off you go, have fun. We can help you, we can guide you each step and provide the services that you need to populate it and get it performing for you.
Absolutely. And Annette has worked, as I said, for over 20 years. She's done script writing, she's done radio, she's done television, she's done digital marketing for that whole time. She's done Google Ads, best in the business as far as I'm concerned. I don't send my clients anywhere else except for to Annette. So it doesn't matter what business you're working with, whether it's product or services, Annette will definitely be able to guide you in the right direction. So click on the link, get access to your first 2 weeks for free, $2,000 worth of prizes. No, you don't get 6 steak knives, because you don't jolly well need them. Take your $2,000 and buy yourself some decent ones. And is there anything else that we need to share before we say fare thee well, you CRMers?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you so much for chatting with me, and I'm a huge fan of what you're doing for Australian businesses. And as you said, we started out, we met on a business level, and we're like, you are my people. So we have become friends. And I think that's the greatest testament to character, is when your business partners become friends.
Oh, so good. I love it. Folks, if you have a business or a community venture that you would like to share with our network of people, around 120,000 now, we'd love to have you on the podcast. Do reach out and get in touch with us. I look forward to speaking with you again. Have a great week. Remember, you're awesome. Chat soon, and God bless.
Have you got a great business or community initiative you'd like to share with our podcast audience? We'd love to hear from you. Reach out to us today at fairbusinessaustralia.com.au.